here we are with lesson 3, part 2, and I just wanted to introduce to you some tools in order to understand your thought pattern a little bit better. Here I present to you a 3-chart tool for you. For this tool in particular, what I would like you guys to do is to create a third-person character with your thought pattern. I gave my example third-person character the name Lilith, and she believes she's capable of receiving good within her life, but she struggles with her unconscious effect, which again are thoughts that immobilize progression. And it's all because of her past experiences. Now, when we move further throughout these lessons, we're going to dive deeper within ourselves and really understand the hidden layers that are underneath. Here we have inner critic. Lilith made a poor decision and constantly beats herself up over the choice. And she says to herself that she can't believe how stupid she is for making the same mistake. The question that we have here is, what could she have told herself instead of judging and criticizing her actions and her choice making? And the second question is, where does the judgment stem from? Now, apart from using Lilith as an example, ask yourself these questions. Here we are with the defender. Because of her upbringing, Lilith can't help but to blame her parents for having to attend therapy. You have Lilith here who's blaming her parents for the reason why she's in therapy. And mind you, Lilith is an adult. So now she has the full capability along with capacity to take control over her life and start by making proactive choices to bettering herself, apart from blaming. Rather than placing the blame, how can Lilith redirect her thoughts on blame? Right? And remember, like I said previously, ask yourself these questions if you happen to fit within the defender category. We all are bio-individual. Some of you will not fit into all 3 categories. So just sit with yourself, take a deep breath, and even if you do, that's honestly okay. Accepting what is right now brings more peace within your life. So the question relies on you. How might you redirect your thoughts on blaming others for your problems, if you do so? I'm telling you, better get your notebook and your notepad, because it's getting deep. We're on to the inner coach, which I know that when I was in the position of going through the critic and the defender to get to the coaching aspect of myself, when I tell you, the inner critic and my inner defender, they were bumping heads like it was WWE from like the 90s, okay? And if you know, you know. They used to beat each other up down to the bone physically, okay? Point is, it took a long time to get to this point where I'm coaching myself. That's basically what I'm teaching you guys to do. To find your inner leader, to coach yourself, and to take action from your own personal inner guidance system, right? Because we all carry it, but it takes a lot of guidance and understanding to get to that point if you already aren't there. Challenges may arise, but Lilith knows that she can overcome anything that comes her way. Now, this comes with the coach aspect of self, right? Because, you know, regardless if the earth is upside down, falling around, you're gonna be okay. It might not feel like it, and it might not seem like it in the midst of everything happening, but there will always be that voice within your head telling you everything is fine. And it's up to you to believe that, and it's up to you to take the action and make the choice in order to ground yourself within that thought process. The question for your inner coach: what does your inner coach say to you when you are experiencing not so great times? And really sit with that. When we're constantly on the go, it makes it very difficult to try to catch a breath and really realize where we're at. And I strongly believe that the reason why a lot of people tend to say that they wish that they would have paid attention to the time that they had was simply because they were so caught up in trying to get from point A to point B to point C, back to back to back. They didn't have time to cherish the moments, the placement that they were in. And I also realized throughout my whole entire journey that when things become hard, I don't know about you guys, but I know for me in my past, I wanted nothing but the hard shit to fucking go. I didn't want to deal with it. I wanted that day to be over with. I didn't take the time to just sit and become a part of myself and to nurture myself. I didn't give myself that time at all. So a word of advice, even if you're experiencing not so great times, keep in the present moment and cherish the time that you have, even if it isn't what you want it to be. Because every moment is a teaching moment. And even when you experience hardship, it is a teaching moment. So take what you will. You can take it with a grain of salt, and you don't have to take it at all. But for who has taken it, keep it with you. So the last two questions I would like you guys to ask yourself. What does your past look like in this present moment? And what has your past taught you? And after you sit with those questions, really analyze your answers and play your timeline out of what you've gone through, because that's your story. And you have every right to heal from your story, from your trials, your tribulations, to move on, to be at peace, and to experience life within its fullest moments. You deserve peace. You deserve love. But it takes for you to believe that and to know it's true in order to actually make something of it. I'm Coach Ayana, and this is Lesson 3, Part 2. So excited to teach you guys and to be here to give back. With that being said, peace.